Hi everyone, it's Hillary the Marketing Mom. So I know I am a little early today. That is because I'm a mom and I gotta go and help my mom do some stuff with her internet. So we're kicking off this live much earlier than normal. It is just after 12 o'clock on the Eastern Seaboard, and I want to first of all say I just want to thank everybody. If I had shared with you, my sister and her family were affected by this horrible Hurricane Maria in Dominica, and they are all safe, they are well. So thank you, thank you. So today, what are we talking about? It's your worth. All right. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Hillary. I'm the marketing mom. I'm a social media manager, digital marketing strategist. I'm also an online business coach and trainer, and I work specifically with moms because it's my belief that we should, as moms, we shouldn't have to rush out to work and not be able to have that flexibility to work from home and still be there for our kids. I believe the mother is the center of the home, the heart of the home, the heart of society. And if we take care of more moms, get moms where they need to be, instead of moms where they should be rather than where they need to be, then we have a better society. So I'm just making sure my phones are all on vibrate before we jump into today's session. And today, obviously, everything always starts with a story, right? So today's story comes from, a little incident. I wouldn't say incident, but a funny thing that happened, and we get this all the time. And I want to share this especially with those who you're probably, if you're new or you just started and you're just trying to get your first client, right? You're trying to get your first client and you're saying to yourself, well, if I just drop my price to this amount, they're going to buy. Here's the reality of your business. Your business is your business. You know the value of your business and you know what it's valued in terms of what it's going to give to your clients, not just the time that you're putting into it, not just the preparation and all of those things. Maybe you've gone through different courses and studied in order to be able to bring this value to your clients. But there's a value that your product is giving to people beyond just the price tag, beyond just what they're going to get monetarily speaking. Okay, and I want you to keep that in mind whenever you're doing pricing, and you've got to own your value. All right, so funny story, we've got one of our coaching programs, and somebody had signed up and they sent an email, is this correct? Because it's a monthly subscription. Okay, it's a monthly subscription where you get a certain number of time with me, plus the coaching and any support, email support, and all those type of things. All right, and they said, oh, I thought it was a one time. So now I didn't say anything, but in my mind I thought to myself, okay, so do you go to your job and your boss pays you for 1 month's salary, and then he says, oh, but I want you to work for 12 months. Does that ever happen? Okay? You will never accept such a job, all right? Probably not. And it's the same thing when you're looking at your clients. If a client turns to you and is devaluing what you are actually worth, all right, then you just have to be like, okay, thank you, bye-bye. Because a lot of people, when they're just getting started, trust me, I was there, been there, done that. That's my phrase. It's like, been there, done that, okay? When you now started off and you're looking for that first client, you're probably going to do anything just to hold on to that client. My experience, my personal experience has been those clients are not worth your time, your energy, or your sanity. Because 9 out of 10 times, clients who want the world for nothing are going to drain you of your happiness, of your energy, of your peace. They're going to drain you of everything. And for what? A couple extra bucks? No, that's not worth it. Rather, focus on the clients, focus on those clients. And yes, they're probably going to be hard to come, but they're out there. Trust me. Okay, they are out there. Clients who know the value of your services, who know it. Because I remember once, and this actually happened to me. I was on that flip, and I was one of those clients who was looking for the bottom. And then I realized, okay, because of experience. I was looking more at price. Okay, so in the industry of wedding planning, we know that wedding planners, they could charge a very pretty penny. And you're thinking to yourself, well, you're an engineer. I'm an engineer. I know how to plan things. All right. So instead of getting a wedding planner, I got a wedding coordinator. And I wish we could turn the clock back. All right. Because I would have hired a wedding planner hands down, regardless of the money. And it's because you pay, in a sense, for what you get from the reverse side. That's the reverse side. Okay. Now, if you had a client who is what we call bottom feeders, all right? Bottom feeder clients, they're the type of clients who they want you to give them the tiara for the price of a garbage bag, all right? And those type of clients, literally, I'm telling you, you want to kick them to the curb very nicely. Of course, you don't want to be like, okay, get out of my sight, but you want to let them know in a very nice way, I don't work with people like you. Okay, and you've got to be firm with it, because when you say that, what it does is it elevates you in your esteem. It also elevates your value, because what you are saying to these people is that you are not my type of client. And they're going to do two things. They're going to go and search for somebody else who's going to give them the world for nothing, or they are going to change. They're going to become a better client, and they're actually going to value you and your services. So the lesson here is own your value, own your services, all right? Because you cannot allow your clients to dictate who you are, all right? Let's think about it for an example. Many people, our generation, we were told you have to go through school, you have to get your education. And the thing is, when you come out of there, you have an expectation of a certain salary based on how many years of education. Okay, now in the US, for example, where we lived, there was an expectation of a certain base salary if you had a master's degree in engineering, for example, like myself. I would not have ever expected somebody to dare look at me with a master's degree and tell me that they're going to pay me 20 grand a year. That would never happen. Now, it could happen in Trinidad because our economy is different, okay? But when you understand the value of something, and 9 out of 10 times, the reason your clients are not paying you what you are valued is because you have not been communicating well enough to them the value. I don't need to communicate to anybody the value of a master's in engineering or an MBA. Okay, I think most people in the world understand what that value brings and what it can bring in terms of consultancy fees or anything like that. If I were to tell somebody, okay, so we worked for X number of years with this client, people understand what that value is. What you need to do in your business is also do the same thing. Communicate the value. And those who are not willing to pay for the value, you tell them bye-bye nicely. Own your worth, own your value. Don't ever lower it, because you will drain yourself of energy, drain yourself of esteem, and you will not make as much money in the long run as you think you're going to make, okay? Unless you're selling t-shirts that were made in China, you're not going to make as much money as you think you're going to make by lowering your prices and undervaluing yourself. Okay, that's all I have for you today. It's got to be quick and short because, as I said, I have to run. Okay, so have a great day. It's Thursday. The week is almost finished. Tomorrow, I'll see you 12:30 Eastern. Have a great one. Talk to you soon. Bye, everybody, and thanks for joining.